Hello and welcome to another episode of Sports Wit. Ladies and gentlemen, as always, we have a lot to cover today. The word in the next few segments is going to be leverage. That's the key word in all of this. Kyrie Irving, the man from the land, wants to trade out of Cleveland. Before we get into that, I want to congratulate the Indiana Fever on the W against the Minnesota Lynx, the only team to clinch the playoffs at this point. Maya Moore with 28 points, but on the other end, it was the young lady out of Temple, Candace Dupree, 31 points, 9 rebounds, 15 of 21 shooting. Now, let's get straight into it. Kyrie Irving, he wants to trade out of Cleveland. If I'm Kyrie Irving, I get it, in the sense that I don't want to be second fiddle to LeBron James. But I also believe that Kyrie Irving, you have to have some speculations back when you signed a 5-year contract to stay with the Cleveland Cavaliers that LeBron James is coming back from Miami to Cleveland to reclaim his team and his city. Let's not forget he's from Ohio. Now, I also understand that the last 3 finals we were 1-for-3, but you also been to 3 straight finals. In the most previous one, you played against 4 future Hall of Famers: Kevin Durant, Stephen Curry, Draymond Green, Klay Thompson. One more thing that comes in fours: the teams that he wants the Cleveland Cavaliers to trade with. The New York Knicks, Minnesota Timberwolves, Miami Heat, and the San Antonio Spurs. Now, in reality, none of these teams are good trading partners for the Cavaliers. Kyrie Irving, this is why you don't have any leverage, because you put yourself in a bad spot, such as Paul George and the Indiana Pacers. Now, the New York Knicks, they're not going to do a straight-up trade for Carmelo Anthony. You can forget it. But they also don't have anything to give up besides Carmelo Anthony. So you move on to the Minnesota Timberwolves. They're not going to give up Andrew Wiggins. They're not going to give up Jimmy Butler. It's just not. I would like to see them give up Jeff Teague and Karl Anthony Towns. I would like to see LeBron James play with a center such as Towns. But Jeff Teague cannot be traded until December, since he was signed during free agency. So you move on to the Miami Heat. Not a good trading partner for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Nobody to give up. Too much. It's just too much money from the Miami Heat. Wouldn't work. And then you go over to the San Antonio Spurs. Another team that's not a good trading partner. LaMarcus Aldridge would be really the only piece that the San Antonio Spurs could give up, and he's just another Kevin Love. He's going to slow the team down when it comes to playing that team from the Bay, the Golden State Warriors. Although I would like to see Kyrie Irving in that system, I think that Greg Popovich would do well with him. Regardless of how much you guys think that he has to have the ball in his hands, Greg Popovich is a great coach. Let's not forget that. He will fit well in that system. So, who does Cleveland trade with? The Phoenix Suns. The Phoenix Suns. If you're the Cleveland Cavaliers, you trade Kyrie Irving, forget his feelings, you trade him to the Phoenix Suns. One of the worst teams in the NBA, but you're not going to get Devin Booker for him. That's the franchise right there. So you go get Eric Bledsoe, a point guard that can be the starter, and Derrick Rose will be his backup. You also get a TJ Warren or a Marquise Chris. They also have 2018 first and second round pick, as well as 2021 first round pick. Now, if you really want to get fancy with it, you bring the New York Knicks into this situation. You acquire Carmelo Anthony. You send Tyson Chandler to New York. You send Kevin Love to Phoenix. Now, Cleveland, you have Derrick Rose, Kyle Korver, Eric Bledsoe, Carmelo Anthony, LeBron James, Tristan Thompson, and multiple other players that can contribute to a new ring. Let's take a look at one more thing. Kyrie Irving, audience, who were the Cleveland Cavaliers before they drafted LeBron James and after LeBron James left? Who were they? I'll tell you. They were 3 things. A team that had good position in the draft. A team that actually drafted good players. They were good players after they left the class, rather. Ron Harper, Charles Oakley, Andre Miller. But the Cavaliers' player development sucks. They were also a team that either made the playoffs or they didn't. But when they did, they never made it to the finals, just the Eastern Conference Finals. So, LeBron James leaves. Then, they're back in the same situation as they were when LeBron James was not even drafted. A team with good draft picks. Good draft position, rather. So, here's how it happens. 2011, Kyrie Irving at number 1, Tristan Thompson at number 4. 2012, Dion Waiters at number 4. 2013, Anthony Bennett at number 1. Poor choice. 2014, Andrew Wiggins at number 1. So, Kyrie Irving. LeBron James decides to come back to Cleveland. You have to have some speculation because he only chose you and Tristan Thompson to stay. You're the number 1 pick in the 2011 draft. From Duke, you played 11 games. You're still the number 1 pick. He got rid of Andrew Wiggins. He got rid of Dion Waiters. What are you complaining for? Sit down, play, go to your 4th consecutive finals, and win a ring against 4 future Hall of Famers. And be a legend. Because if you go to New York, you're not carrying that team. I mean, crying out loud, they haven't even been 500 in the last 4 years. Stay in Cleveland. Do your job. Be Robin. Let LeBron be Batman. And keep the little leverage you have. Thank you guys for watching another episode of Sports With.